In letter B, the only difference is that we're dealing with a fraction in front. Everything is going to be the same, but let's take care of that fraction and see how everything's going to work out. So the first thing I want to do, just like before, is I need to go ahead and group together my x's. So I'm going to put parentheses around my x squared and my x. And then what I want to do is I want to take out the number that's in front of that x squared, and this time I'm taking out a fraction, which is -1/4. Now when I take that out of the first term, I'm left with x squared. But then I have to remember I also have to take this 3 and take out a -1/4. By taking it out, that means I'm dividing. So what I'm actually doing here is I'm taking 3 and dividing it by -1/4. To do that, you're taking 3 and multiplying by -4. So you're actually left with a -12 inside. So this becomes x squared minus 12x. And then my plus 6 is still here on the outside. Then what I need to do is I need to leave room so that I can add my number inside the parentheses to make my perfect square trinomial. So I have -1/4 times x squared minus 12x, and then remember I'm going to add a certain number in here. My plus 6 is on the outside, and then I need to add the opposite out here so that I have a total of 0. The number that I'm going to add, I'm going to take my middle number, which is 12. I'm going to divide it by 2, and I'm going to square it, and that's the number that's going to go in here. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. Squaring that will give me 36. So 36 is the number that I'm going to add here. Now I also have to remember that this 36 is actually being multiplied by -1/4. So if I take 36 times -1/4, which is what I've added so far, I get -9, which means I have to add the opposite of that, which is a +9 on the outside. Now I can go ahead and rewrite my function, which would be h of x equals -1/4 times, I take the square root of the first one, so the square root of x squared is x. I take the sign that's next to it, which is minus, and then I take the square root of the last term, which is a 6. That whole thing is being squared. Adding the outside 6 plus 9 will leave me with 15. So I have a plus 15 out here. That's my answer in standard form. And then to find my vertex, remember my vertex, h is the opposite of what it starts with in my formula, and k is the same. So my vertex here would be the point 6, 15.